Łukasz Fabianski returned at the weekend after 5 weeks out injured. It's the same back four in front of him that shut out Southampton. Neither Gued scored the winner in that game. Declan Rice anchors the midfield again. Jared Bowen's the leading scorer this season with 10. Lucas Paquetá netted when the two sides met at St James's Park. And Michail Antonio returns up front in place of Danny Ings. Ings drops to the bench as David Moyes makes just one change to the team that won on Sunday. Eddie Howe's named the same team for the 3 previous matches, but there are 2 changes here. Nick Pope kept his first clean sheet in 8 games at the weekend. There's a 50th Newcastle appearance for Dan Burn at left back in the familiar back four. Joe Willock felt some tightness in his hamstring at the weekend, so Joelinton takes his place in the midfield trio, whilst Callum Wilson is preferred to Alexander Isak, having come off the bench to score on Sunday. Willock is fit, enough for a place amongst the substitutes.
I hope I'm wrong, but the two teams' respective defensive records suggest that this could be a low-scoring affair. West Ham look at their best with Zuma and Aguerd as their centre-back pairing, whilst Newcastle have conceded only 19 all season. 2 players that might have something to say about that, though, are Michail Antonio and Callum Wilson. Antonio will hope to penetrate that Newcastle defence and actually probably better suited to that lone striker role than Danny Ings, whilst Callum Wilson has got a great record against West Ham.
One chasing fourth, the other eyeing fourth bottom, both taking on Dan Burn. They travelled a long way and it's somehow dug clear, only as far as Declan Rice.
Slippy surface, the rain is teeming down at the London Stadium. And Newcastle get away with one early on.
Newcastle have one away. Trippier to take it. Moments and Maximan driving back in. It's a perfect start for Newcastle United. He's done it against the Hammers again.
Great work from Alan Saint-Maximin. It's on a plate for Cal.
The slow start that his side have made with the concession it is he will have a higher win ratio in the Premier League than any of his predecessors to deliver from this left flank this time. Second by the Geordies for their slow start, applying the pressure. And are able to get it away. Antonio, the only outball that he had.
A bit of respite for West Ham. Alan Saint-Maximin is right at it again.
The run forward and the flag has stayed down. Fabianski out, nothing he can do about that. Here by the look of it.
Right smile from Joelinton, and even beyond him. And this is really tight.
Boys. Having a look at it as well.
To the naked eye. He's well onside.
Joelinton wasn't sure, but loves the news. Geordie's in raptures again.
Great composure once he gets into that position to take it round the goalkeeper.
His first goal in 10. The table be long. Recovered from towards the far post. It is hit in very deep, but sees upon it. So check. Right, not happy with the decision from Craig Paul.
He's still very deep. There's a little pull of the shirt.
It's Paquetá that takes it. Good save, Nick Pope.
Put him going over the top of it, and Pope just dealt with the side that he was.
Second corner just to have advantage. The last 5 minutes have been West Ham's best 5. And the VAR is just having a look at the incident. Didn't look for very long. Ball at the other end again on the stretch. Couldn't quite get there. Fabianski good. Nick Pope is down with a problem here. Pope, it does give Eddie Howe the opportunity just to...
But just look at the cohesion. He's got his whole team in, having a chat.
Fell into the path of Kieran Trippier. A little bit too much on his ball in.
Well, perhaps the 2 players that you don't want Newcastle to have time.
Newcastle moving back ahead on the corner kick. Marcus going back to cover. Not very effectively, he was in towards Bowen. Here into the feet of Bowen. So check in there. Goes into a break. Zuma heads West Ham United back into the game.
2-0 down, struggling, desperate, Pope scrambling. He gets slightly bumped by Antonio. Just what West Ham needed before half-time.
Zuma understandably delighted.
He still doesn't look happy, David Moyes.
An hour the delivery. So Maximan coming round the back, pushing it in.
He's very unselfish, tries to pick out a teammate, could have gone for goal himself. Boy, did West Ham need that Kurt Zuma goal.
Half of frantic, frenetic energy. West Ham back in the game. It's West Ham 1, Newcastle 2. 5 minutes where they looked just a little bit shaky. West Ham hoping to be able to... Oh, again, caught in possession, and right at the start of the second half, daylight restored. Delight unconfined. It's a comedy of errors for West Ham United. All of that hard work swiftly undone.
Again, was slightly nervy second half. They showed a lot of spirit in that first period. He said that Callum Wilson doesn't miss from 6 yards.
Of fury on David Moyes' face said it all. United concede a goal so eminently preventable. Resources to be able to hit them.
Yeah, you're right. Newcastle now have got the ability to pick West Ham off, and it's not a great challenge either.
In the 12th yellow card of the season. Longstaff, clever, Murphy flashing it in. That West Ham will take, but
as many changes as this just after the hour mark.
So Michael Antonio is going to be replaced by Danny Ings. Safal coming on for Kera. Rest some impressive pairs of legs ahead of the trip to Brentford of the week. On St Maximan off Joe Willock. On
corner, that's where the goal, the West Ham goal came from.
Uncharted run towards the ball this time. It's about the same kind. It back in, Zuma still forward. Driving it in, stabbed towards goal. Fabianski grasping at fresh.
This must have been close.
It's just guilty potentially for Bowen to deliver. He's gone down inside the area.
Just outside, I think. And a handful every time he's been on it. And it is outside the box.
What can they muster from here? It's in with pace, just too wide at the top left-hand corner. Filing out with just over 10 minutes to go. Just a shade under 2 a game after tonight if they hold on here. Couldn't start this move. Guimaraes playing it forward. Oh, Fabianski, what a mistake! West Ham have been architects of their own downfall. Plenty for him to do, but he did it with style.
They've been pretty good at the back this season, West Ham. It's a cool finish, but boy, have West Ham been poor at the back.
Well, at the weekend, Isak started, Wilson came off the bench. 4 goals in 4 away appearances for the Toon. His minutes per goal record is only bettered by Erling Haaland. Newcastle have the luxury of making another change. Looking for Ings. That's well defended. Can Newcastle score a 5th? You bet they can. Sensational night in a sensational season for Newcastle. Picking West Ham off. Joelinton.
Emphatic fashion, drilling it into the bottom corner past Fabianski.
Now just short of 150 games for the club. A monumental win for Newcastle United. Another accolade for them. The most important thing. With every passing game, it looks better and better for them.
Disaster for David Moyes and West Ham. 5-star performance for Eddie Howe.
Finishes West Ham 1, Newcastle 5.